nhtsa.gov/the-right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Now, on 101.7 XZY, it's Kane High School basketball. Our broadcast is made possible in part through the financial support of Zoom Motors, Kane Lumber and Fuel True Value Hardware, W.E. Swanson Insurance Agency, Field Street Boots, Allegheny Eye Care, Highlander Energy, and Rich Gas. Now, let's go live courtside for the game on the official station of Wolfpack Nation, 101.7 XZY.
Good evening and welcome to the Wolves Den, the site of this evening's contest between your Kane Lady Wolves and the visiting Johnsonburg Ramettes. I'm Robert Mosier. Alongside of me is Chris Barber. Chris, how you doing tonight?
Good in this rather raucous arena, if you will, with the drum line and the cheerleaders joining in on flannel nights here on a nice chilly January evening. Not only is it loud, it's also going to be warm.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no doubt about it. Good environment here tonight. And the Lady Wolves will look to improve on their 6-4 overall record, coming off a big win against Eisenhower last Thursday. 31-point turnaround. They lost to them early in the season by 18 and beat them here on their home court by 13. So lots of improvements from the Lady Wolves and a solid record coming in tonight.
Yeah, Robert, I think part of that, too, for the Lady Wolves is a lot of the girls were healthy, which has been just like the regular, nagging injuries and cold. A lot of these girls were a part of that District 9 champion volleyball team, came into the season, jumped right into it the way that the scheduling's set up. They played a playoff volleyball game, a state playoff game up here in Kane, took it to 5 sets, ended up losing, unfortunately. But then just maybe 2 days later, they jumped right into the basketball season. And a lot of those nagging injuries from volleyball, ankle injuries, knee injuries, they just kind of laid over into the season. So it looks like for the first time, they're actually completely healthy coming out of that Eisenhower game. I know that talking to Coach Weimer last week, he said that was a big concern when they went to Eisenhower was the health of the girls. Several were playing through flu-like symptoms. So when they come back and are healthy, they're certainly a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, it's really nice to see senior Emma Danielson back. First game for her this year. She's been spending a lot of time behind the scores table doing stats, still being a part of the team. But first game this year that she's suited up, and hopefully she'll get some action here tonight. A good senior leader, and like you said, I think just really rounding out the starting lineup and good action off the bench. Deep lineup here for the Kane Lady Wolves. They get a lot of subs and a lot of very capable girls able to get out on that floor and contribute positively to the team.
Yeah, and that goes to show, the longevity and the success the Lady Wolves basketball team has had over the years. It's because of how deep that bench is and how the coaching staff likes to go to it early and often, get these girls the experience they need to be able to step into high-pressure moments and just pretend like they're in their backyard shooting the basket. And back to Emma Danielson, her being dressed tonight, she doesn't provide much to the scoring end of things, but when it comes to defensive pressure, she's one of the better ones in the area, if not the district, just with how quick she is, how she can anticipate the ball. And I imagine getting her back is going to help give Leah Tagani some breaks too, who is that little terrier on the court that runs around and attacks everything. That's much how Emma plays defense, so that'll be a nice little 1-2 punch or a 1-and-1 punch if they're both on the court together for the Lady Wolves.
Yeah, and they have so many girls that are just high energy. You think of Cora Jekyllette, you think of Kylie Ite coming off the bench, obviously Leah Tagani, Emma Danielson now. So getting those rotations in is going to be huge, keeps the legs fresh. So with that in mind, we'll send it back to the station for a few words from our sponsors.
Kane Wolves basketball on 101.7 XZY is supported by these great sponsors. Allegheny Eye Care, providing eye exams along with additional coverage for eye and health situations in both of their Kane and Smethport locations. They can be reached at 814-837-7880. Field Street Boots, 18 Field Street in Kane. a dealer for Carhartt and Timberline clothing, as well as winter footwear and sporting goods. They're on Facebook under Field Street Boots. Highlander Energy of Kane, an industrial contractor specializing in the power, petrochemical, natural gas processing, pulp, and paper industries. HighlanderEnergy.com. Kane Lumber and Fuel, True Value Hardware, building supplies, light bulbs, winter snow and ice removal products, and more. Hemlock Avenue in Kane. Rich Gas of Kane, providing a wide array of propane gas services, including delivery and installation, with automatic refills and flexible payment options. Online at richgasinc.com. W.E. Swanson Insurance Agency, offering policies for vehicles, homeowners, and business insurance at 23 Fraley Street in Kane. WESwansonAgency.com. Zook Motors, with new and pre-owned vehicles and a service and parts department. ZookMotors.net. We thank these great sponsors, as well as our friends of the Wolfpack supporters, for helping to bring Kane Wolves basketball to 117 XZY.
We listen all day. This is my music.
Always loud and clear. From Uptown Kane to the world. Listen live on your mobile device at WXZYradio.com or on your Amazon smart speaker. Tell it to play WXZY. Always connected to Kane. 117 XZY.
Okay, and we are back at the Wolves Den about a minute from tip-off. One thing we didn't really get to talk about yet was the visitors, the Johnsonburg Ramettes. Chris, I know you were looking up some of the games and common opponents, and pretty much I think is what we were to come up with is the teams that we lost to, they lost to, and the teams that we beat, they beat, or give or take.
Yeah, Robert, the Ramettes come in 5-7 on this season so far, with wins over Cameron, Brookville, Brockway, and Austin. And then a shared common win is over Smethport. They beat Smethport once. We beat them twice, obviously. And then losses, 3 shared losses come to North Clarion, Elk County, and St. Mary's. And those are 3 pretty powerful girls programs in the area. Obviously, ECC a perennial. North Clarion builds a program. They have a program down there. In fact, I believe 2 of the girls that are playing, that are seniors down there, are thinking of playing collegiate ball at Penn State. I think I heard Penn State Du Bois.
No kidding. Yeah, I was at the holiday tournament. They were impressive. Really good team.
Very impressive. We're going to go live courtside, though, as we'll get the playing of the national anthem here momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce the first half winner of the Kane Lady Wolves 3-point cash giveaway. About $300. First half winner tonight is Katie Johnson.
Okay, and with that, we are back ready for some starting lineups. I'll begin with the visitors, the Johnsonburg Ramettes, coming in with a record of 5-7. They're starting 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore. Senior number 34, Ella Lindberg. Senior number 10, Emma Myers. Junior number 14, Cadence Brechtel. Junior number 3, Marie Casilio. And sophomore number 15, Natalie Dunworth.
And for the Lady Wolves, I'm just making sure that it hasn't changed from where we were at pregame. Looks like it hasn't, so it'll be junior number 3, Leah Tagani, junior number 5, Haley Hillman, senior, and the only senior to crack the starting lineup, Cora Jeklek, and she's the senior leader for these girls, whether it's on the basketball court, volleyball, or in track. She's just always the voice that a lot of these girls look up to and has embraced that role. Arguably from the time she was about a sophomore, has really been a good leader for this group of girls. And then she'll be joined on the court by 2 of the most dominant block low post players in swing guard Maya Smith, number 21, she's a junior, and then Mia Anderson, number 23. Not only does she provide height, but watching her pregame, it looks like she's adapted her game to be able to hit that long range shot, kind of a little Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tried to squeeze that name in once to say it right. I've been saying it wrong for, the past 10 years. But no, Mia's done a great job to expand her game, use her height to her advantage, but not afraid to step out and hit those long-range shots. And that's what the Lady Wolves are going to need as they, this is the midway game on the season. This is game 11 on a 22-game season. And this is, where you need to start showing what you are, who you are, and what you're all about. And the girls on the court certainly will do that with their hustle and the absolute all-out grit from junior Haley Hillman, who we haven't really talked about much, but she fits that Hillman bloodline nice. If you have listened to games through the years, you've heard Hillman playing girls basketball for seemingly about 10 years now, and every one of the sisters has just been an absolute force and provides that muscle on the court for the Lady Wolves.
Yeah, nicely said for sure, Chris. And we'd mentioned about some girls coming off the bench. Expect a lot of minutes tonight from senior Riley Haight, junior Kylie Ike, and hopefully some minutes from Emma Danielson as well, the senior. Before I forget, JV with an impressive 29-14 defensive struggle win this evening, improving them to 9-2 on the season, Chris. Pretty impressive stuff from the Kane Lady Wolves JV team.
Yeah, they had a lot of athleticism out there, able to run the court. Missed a lot of layups where that score could have been a bunch more than what it was. For sure. And that's something, as you get older and progress, the nerves start to lose. You start to realize that you don't have to hammer it off the backboard. You can lay it up and in. So a lot changes. So that's a nice solid win to improve them to 9-2 on the season. A lot of promise for these girls. And a lot of those girls on that JV squad are on this varsity squad. Tip goes to Mia. She actually has the pocket picked. Coming up is Brechtel. She goes far side with it, brings it around for Johnsonburg. Comes near side. Myers works it in to Lindberg. Lindberg loses the dribble, able to get it back though. Casilio out top here. Lady Wolves in a 2-3 zone switch. No, check that. They're man help side. Heavy lady defense help side. Putback goes up and no good for Lindberg. Rebound to Anderson, and back comes Jeklek on the attack. Something that Jeklek worked a lot on in the offseason, Robert, is her dribbling ability, and that was something that the Lady Wolves just didn't have a handle on, and Jeklek rose to the occasion so far this year to be able to be a dominant ball handler for them. Smith has it, dribbles around, passes off to Tagani. Tagani not afraid to go in, goes hard, bodied up. We're going to say...
I think on the floor.
On the floor, says... official Mike Zilkowski. Give a shout out to them. Mike Zilkowski, Rich Quiggle, and Bud Brennan. Bud Brennan's been doing this longer than Robert and I have been alive combined. Just a legend in District 9. Just, I believe, last year got his 50th year patch for officiating. Easy inbounds pass to Jeklek, up and in for the first score of the night is Cora Jeklek off the inbounds from Haley Hillman.
Yeah, nice screen at the high post there for the Lady Wolves to set that one up.
Myers has it now, dribbles, kicks far side. Hard right-hand dribble by Brechtel. Gets it into the paint to Lindberg. Lindberg, turnaround J. Nice move by Lindberg there. Able to go up through the outstretched arms of Smith and Anderson. Lady Ramettes, in a full court zone press. Going to force a turnover on the Lady Wolves. Errant pass there. Tagani lost the handle, chased it down, and then just had to try to jump and throw the ball at the same time. And Jekyll couldn't come down with the high pass. It'll be a turnover, Lady Wolves.
I remember Lindbergh being a dominant force last year as a junior. Be interesting to see if she can get anything going down low for the Riamettes this evening.
Seemingly, I believe she is the team's leading scorer from what little I could find online stats-wise. Nice cut there. Can't see who was shielded there. It was Dunworth that goes down the lane. Going to pull out Jay from Myers. No good. Rebound goes to Lindbergh. Ball on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball called here. It'll be Lady Wolves' ball.
A little full court pressure here for the Riamettes.
Riamettes in that 1-2-2 zone. Look here, going to force to the edges. Kane's got to get a high post just like that to Hillman cross. Anderson underneath, up, block from the backside by Lindbergh, but the putback up and in by Jekyll. Good follow by Jekyll to anticipate that and get the putback to go 4-2 here early on.
2 minutes into the contest.
Ball goes far side to Brechtel. She's going to work it back around, makes its way to Dunworth. Dunworth looks near side, nothing doing, back to Myers. Myers picks up her dribble, looks into Lindbergh. Lindbergh guard closely by Hillman. Johnsonburg, good ball movement so far early on, trying to get Lady Wolves out of position. Smith steps in the passing lane, steals the ball. Tagani comes out with it, has her pocket picked. I think that was Lindbergh, and back on the attack goes Casilio. Sorry, that was Myers that picked her pocket.
And that's great transition defense, recovering that one for Leah Tagani, forcing the turnover, going the other way.
So Johnsonburg ball, a little miscommunication. Lady Wolves didn't see that there. Ball goes to Lindbergh. She's going to be fouled on just getting back late.
Should be a shooting foul, I think. Right?
Yeah, I think that's going to go against Anderson, and that was...
They're going to get her on the floor, I think.
On the floor?
Nobody's going to the line. It'd be a non-shooting foul. They got it early.
Nope, Zolkowski says it's on the floor, and that's one of those where you're at high school level, definitely on the floor, but anywhere else they're going to get continuation. Lindbergh, easy entry, no good there. Rebound, though, goes to Tagani. She comes out to Jekyll. Jekyll works to force up the court, crossover, down the lane. Loses his dribble. We're going to have a travel called on her there.
Lots of traffic down low on that one.
Great defense there by Maria Casilio, the junior for the Riamettes. Lady Wolves in a high lady-to-lady defense here. Going to drop back now. Across the timeline goes Brechtel, near side to Myers. Casilio looks to run the point. Down the lane she goes, has her picked of her pocket. It's going to get knocked out of bounds, says Rich Quiggle. Stay Johnsonburg ball.
Nice active hands there for the Lady Wolves.
Quick inbounds to Lindbergh. Nobody matched her coming out. Doesn't make the shot. Hillman comes out with the rebound, gets it to Jekyll, and Jekyll set to run the Lady Wolves offense.
Lady Wolves are going to have to tighten up that defense down low on those inbound passes. Two really good looks from Johnsonburg.
Anderson has it, low block. Little, almost a triangle offense there, Robert, near side. Able to work it into Anderson, and Anderson going to use that height. Goes up strong with it. Fouled on the play. Doesn't get it to fall, so she'll step to the line for her first free throws of the night.
Triangle offense. What are you talking? LA Lakers, Phil Jackson here.
Let's go even older than that when there was actually good basketball played in the 90s featuring Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Anderson's good with the first. That's back when fouls were earned.
Right.
Anderson will step to the line for her second. Up, back iron, no good. Rebound there goes to Brechtel, and quickly on the attack goes Johnsonburg. Brechtel is slowed by Jekyll. Way to get back transitionally for the Lady Wolves. Big pick there on the low block setup. I think that was Dunworth, drew a huge body. No foul called, and the shot from Lindbergh was no good. Rebound goes Lady Wolves, and here comes Jekyll on the attack. Lady Wolves in a 1-4 low offensive look. High pick comes out by Hillman.
Nice roll.
Anderson, pick and roll. Nice move there by Anderson. Good look by Tagani. And Anderson, way to finish that play off. 7-2 the score here early on. Lady Wolves with the advantage.
Beautiful pass, keeping that one up high. Defender couldn't get there.
Way to use your height, Mia Anderson. There's Tagani using that defensive prowess with the steal. Gets it to Hillman. Hillman going to work the 2-on-1. Gets it to Smith. Smith up and in. Gets the transition to go. And that's going to force the Johnsonburg coach to take his first timeout. I believe it'll be a 30-second timeout, and you're probably going to get to hear live from our drum line.
Yeah, little Ozzy Osbourne, Crazy Train, led by Henry Sobieski, the orchestra teacher. Makes it a really nice environment up here. Just as a passive observer on Friday night, brought the kids up. They really enjoyed the drum line. I would say on average, the drum lines here maybe 1 out of 3 home games. no set schedule or routine. They just try to hit up different girls' games, different boys' games, and a really nice thing for our student body. Cheerleaders getting involved. It's a really nice thing.
Yeah, my son's sitting over in the front row right across from on the visitors' side, absolutely digging it right now. Well, he was anyways, and he looks a little tired now. Gonna itch the head a little bit. But it is a great thing, and something I just found out, not only is Henry Sobieski extremely musically inclined, Robert just told me he was a 1,000-point scorer in high school, so pretty much anything that man touches turns to gold.
Pretty much.
Good to have him in our school district.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
So we're back here. Lady Wolves come out in a lady-to-lady defense, full court, but it's kind of just a challenge defense, nothing to really get the ball, just to put a little pressure on. Johnsonburg able to break it. Casilio has it. She's going to be guarded by Smith. There's a steal by Tagani. She read that all the way. She's going to go hard up and in. Oh, loses the dribble, goes to the ground. Just out of control. Surprisingly, no retaliatory call there on Tagani. She smiles walking back up the court. She's like, wow, I got away with one there.
Yep,
and that's something I can relate to.
Right. Well, retaliation? You've never retaliated.
No, smiling when I know I did bad. And retaliate. So anyways, ball going to go off of Brechtel's hand. Jekyll must have knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Johnsonburg ball in front of the scorer's booth there. What a nice addition for the Wolves, too, that scorer's table.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Lindbergh has it, tries an entry into Myers, and it's sloughed away by Haley Hillman.
Yeah, the Lady Wolves are just really crashing the passing lanes right now. Nothing easy for the Ramettes. Active hands really forcing the ball to bounce all over the place. So we resume play with Johnsonburg inbounding.
Subs in for the Wolves. Riley Swanson, ball went out of bounds there. I was looking on my sheet here. Riley Haight and Emma Danielson. We talked pregame about how Emma's going to be like 1A, 1B, switching out with Leah. And here's our first chance to look at it tonight, see what kind of defensive prowess she brings in. Ball makes its way to back to Johnsonburg. Lindbergh gets the inbound. Bounce pass into Myers. Back to Lindbergh. Anderson going to get called with a foul there. That'll be her second. She'll be forced to the bench after that one. And Bud Brennan going to say that Anderson got her on with her underarm.
Yeah, that's the second on Anderson, Chris.
And that one hurts for Mia. B. Lindbergh shooting 2 steps to the line. First one's very true. 9-3 the score here with 3:20 to go in the first quarter.
Mia will take a seat. Not going to pick up that third foul right away.
Hillman checks back in for the Lady Wolves. Lindbergh short on the second, but it makes its way right back to her. She's going to dribble down in, loses the dribble. Going to have a travel there by Myers. Just kind of handcuffed her there. That wasn't an intentional travel. It just was, she was moving and the ball made its way right to her. Johnsonburg remains in that 1-2-2 zone. Kane able to break it there. Hey, up to Hillman. Hillman high off the glass. Can't get the right angle. We're going to have a foul called on Hillman there. That'll be, goes against Hillman on Lindbergh.
Non-shooting foul. Third team foul of the quarter for the Lady Wolves. 2 for Johnsonburg.
And that's Hillman's first. Inbound's going to go Casilio to Brechtel. Brechtel has it knocked out of her hands by Jekyll. Jekyll just playing tight lady-to-lady defense there. Going to force the pass off to Myers. 10-second call going to be forced.
How about that, huh? You don't see that one very often.
No, that's great defense. All set up there by Cora Jekyll, forcing Myers to go back and get it, and then Brechtel couldn't get it over the timeline in time. Smith will inbounds it in front of us here. Gets it to Jekyll, no problem. Lady Wolves in a weave offense here. Going to dribble D to D, essentially, if this were hockey. Looking for a pass and cut is all this offense is designed to do, kind of wear out that defense a little bit. Johnsonburg into the zone. Give and go. Nice pass there. Ball movement. Danielson back to Jekyll. Jekyll turn and look. Hillman from 15.
Nice job. Good patient offense there by the Lady Wolves.
It is, Robert. They didn't force anything there. Right. They let the pass develop, let the passing lane, and then against the zone, it's easy to catch somebody out when you're swinging the ball as quickly as you are. Lady Wolves stay in that lady-to-lady defense. Big block there by Haight on Lindbergh. Second one blocked. Ball comes back. Jekyll has it knocked out of her hands by Lindbergh. And coming out of there is Brechtel. She turns and looks, thinks about it, gets it away. Back near side now to Casilio. She's going to look to run the offense. But Danielson steps right in the passing lane, takes that away. Danielson making her presence known mighty quick here for Lady Wolves. Steal there. I'm going to give that credit to Haight. She forced the errant grab there by Lindbergh, and Jekyllek comes out with it. High post to Hillman. Hillman going to be, get called for a travel on the play.
Oh, no kidding. Okay. Came before the contact there. On that previous play, Jekyllek was looking for the fast break, just couldn't quite get the handle on the ball. But I have been very impressed thus far with the Kane Lady Wolves transition offense going the other way, looking for easy opportunities.
And having the understanding to pull it out when you need to.
Right. Oh, my
There's
gosh.
Tagani, two dekes in a row, able to smack the ball away from Brechtel, who's running the point. Casilio now going to run the point. She's going to be guarded by Smith. There's Tagani with a steal.
Third time's a charm.
She goes up
Nice
off the glass and in. Leah Tagani with the right hand. 13-3 Lady Wolves up with 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining.
All 5 Lady Wolves starters on the board.
That's what you like to see in the first quarter.
Absolutely.
And with Anderson on the bench with 2 as the shot's up and no good.
Big
Haight comes
rebound.
down with the rebound. Gets it to Tagani. She's going to look to go length. Might have had a pass there last minute to Smith, but pulls it out instead. Gets it to Danielson. Danielson now going to back to Tagani. Kicks far side Smith.
Nice kick.
Nice ball movement. Tagani, 3-ball. Bang. Leah Tagani with a 3. 16-3 the Lady Wolves lead with 30 seconds remaining. Johnsonburg just no answer for the Lady Wolves shooting percentage right now. Ball goes low to Brechtel, and she's going to get called for a travel there as she was doubled on. Nice help side defense there by the Lady Wolves. Tagani fronted it, and I think that was Haight on the backside?
It was, yes.
Riley Haight's really come in tonight, Robert, and had a great impression so far for the Lady Wolves coming off the bench.
There's absolutely zero drop-off with any of the subs for Kane. Everybody come in and playing really hard.
Smith with the shot fake, has it stolen on the pass to Hillman. She just waited a split second too long. Lindbergh goes back down the court. We're going to have a reach-in foul on Haight. Yep.
Good foul, though, because
good foul, just her first.
Streaking. Yep.
Lindbergh was going to go have a lane the whole way up and in with her left hand, and Haight stepped in to take that away, and that's first foul, so nothing hurt there.
Nice
Entrance into Lindbergh. Turnaround blocked by Haight again. Over the back goes Lindbergh. No call. Tagani up 2 seconds, 1 second. She puts up.
Yeah,
We're going to have a travel. Yep. And after 1 quarter of play, Lady Wolves up 16-3. And a great offensive effort, but more inclined to talk about that defense. But before we get there, Robert, you have the basketball friends of the Wolfpack.
Here we go. Yeah, we'd like to thank the following individuals: Ron and Karen Cardy, Jim and Ginny Coppersmith, Tyler and Katie Smith and family, Rita Greville, Joe and Allie Sacklin, Larry and Peg Anderson, Linda and Keith Riegel, Laura and Tom Rich, Craig and Deb Wenzel, the Kane Day School, Steve and Marcy Bezak, Patty, Scott, and Heather Buell, Rick and Carrie Zampona, Basil and Francine Brogno, and John and Christy Dar. Special thanks for their generous donation. We would like to thank our friends of the Wolfpack. To get your name on the list, drop off your $10 donation at the Photo and Sound Shop, or you can also donate via PayPal at WXCYradio.com. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to bring these games to you, the listener.
Yeah, again, big shout out to John and Christy Dar for their generous donation to WXZY 101.7. Your home for Kane High sports, essentially, at this point. We certainly appreciate the opportunity to bring these games to you folks as you listen from all around the globe and watch from all around the globe with the agreement we have with the Kane Area School District. So thank you again to all those sponsors. We appreciate you for giving us the opportunity. So it'll be Dunworth now, has the ball, guarded closely by Jekyllek. She's looking to get, there's 3 seconds, almost 5 seconds, forces the errant pass. Smith comes up with the steal, loses the dribble. Casilio, she's going to have the whole length of the court. Big runner, no good. Blocked by Haight again. That's her third on the night, Robert. Ball comes out to Dunworth, and she's going to look to set the offense for the Ramettes. That's going to be grunting her in. 15-footer from Casilio, no good. Rebound to Smith, to Hillman, and then to Jekyllek to run the offense.
And that's why I was intrigued. I just didn't know what Ella Lindbergh was going to be able to do down low for the Ramettes. It's just so tough to go down low in the Lady Wolves.
Yeah, and great job so far by Haight there. She hits a 12-footer. It misses on the baseline. Ball going to be knocked out of bounds. Go off a Lindbergh glass. So it'll be Lady Wolves ball underneath their own basket. That's something that the Lady Wolves are going to need to rely on, having Haight come off the bench like that and pick up for Mia, who picked up her second foul. I imagine we won't see her until about halfway through the second quarter. Haight going to hit a 3-ball from the corner, no good. But there's Haight with the putback, no good. Gets her own rebound up and no good. Fouled on the play. And Riley Haight will be stepping to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, she's persistent down there. Didn't I really talked about it earlier, Chris, keeping that ball high, not bringing it down, and able to go to the line after, third attempt down low.
Yeah, great job for Haight. Something that, as she steps to the line, it's deafeningly quiet inside the gym. First one up and good. Lady Wolves pretty true from the charity stripe tonight, Robert.
Absolutely, 2 for 3 thus far.
So Anderson going to check back in, going to give Hillman a break. She's got to be careful now playing with 2. And Lindbergh will check out for the Ramettes. I did not see the number that checked in, and I'm shielded by Bud Brennan here.
Yeah, 10, 14.
Near side block. Haight, second, long, rebound goes to Grunther. It'll be Casilio to get it across the timeline, kicks far side. Comes back top of the key to Grunther, turns and looks, nothing doing. Back to Grunther, tries to hit a runner. There's Anderson with a big block. Goes to Haight. She gets a board there, right?
Absolutely.
On a block?
Yep, no doubt.
Quickly up the court to Anderson. Anderson turns around, buries it from the lane. Welcome back to the court, Mia. 19-3 the score. Lady Wolves with the advantage.
Game high 5 points for Mia Anderson and Leah Tagani.
12-footer taken there by Myers. No good. Rebound tracked down by Jekulek. Dribbles hard, passes off to Tagani, and Tagani will be able to easily get it over the timeline. Going to get it off to Jekulek. Kicks far side to Smith. Smith looking to go down to the baseline. Nothing doing. Cut off there by Grunther. Ball back out to Jekulek. Entry into Haight. Haight makes her way back with the ball. And up and in. Hits 2 more for Riley Haight, the senior.
Yeah, very fortuitous bounce there for the Lady Wolves.
Fortuitous.
Worked out nicely. You like that?
Don't ask me to spell it. Ball going to go cross court. Casilio able to track it down. Almost was a back court call. Skip far pass. We're going to have a 3-second call.
Oh, wow.
On,
okay.
I believe that's Grunther in the lane. And I'm wondering, Robert, in the second game I've had in a row, that's the 4th 3-second call I've seen.
Yeah, it seems like
it
they're
must
really
be a point of
focusing
emphasis
on
this
that.
year.
I mean, you don't normally see that, once a season?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty inconsistent over the years, but yeah, more and more of that.
Ball goes near side, going to be picked off by Casilio. Quickly
Nice
up ahead
pass.
to Dunworth. Dunworth right hand, no good, and there's Anderson chasing down the rebound. Tagani looks up, dribbles right hand. May have gotten away with a carry there, but gets it off to Jekulek. High post to Anderson. Anderson going to kick out to Tagani. Tagani to Jekulek. Jekulek 3-ball, long, no good. Rebound there.
Nice board.
Goes to
Foot on the
Emma.
line,
And Emma Danielson just had her toes on the line there.
Yeah.
Can't get the rebound. Hillman will check in. Smith will check out. Nice rotation by the Kane coaching staff early on here to rotate everybody through and get some good quality minutes.
Absolutely, yeah. Really good hustle on that one by Emma down in the corner. Walking the tightrope, just unable to keep that one in.
Ball comes near side to Dunworth.
Ooh.
To Casilio. Almost picked by Tagani into the paint. Grunther tries to go up through Mia Anderson. That's not something I think anybody in the gym would want to do right now.
All right.
As it's tipped, knocked away, Lady Wolves come out with it. Jekulek has it. Hard left-hand dribble. Kicks far side to Danielson. High
Nice.
post. Down the lane goes Hillman. She's going to be shoved on the play. No bucket, but she'll step to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good foul there by Myers, preventing that wide-open layup. Another nice cut for the Lady Wolves. Good scoring opportunity down low.
Notariani going to step in for Johnsonburg after the first free throw, and I believe that's going to be Brechtel stepping back in. Hillman's first is good. Boy, she doesn't waste any time. She gets the ball and shoots it, Robert, on free throws.
Yeah. They say think long, think wrong. She's just chucking it up there. And
Following the KISS method.
right?
Bam. Front iron, no good. Makes its way to Anderson. She has it stolen by, that's going to be Lindbergh that comes out with it. Lefty Lindbergh dribbles up the court, has the dribbling lane taken away, kicks cross court there to Brechtel.
Oh, she
Oh,
walked.
we're going to have a travel called there on Notariani, her first touch of the game. She's going to called for a travel there. Great shot fake. I think she was anticipating, though, a the defender to jump, and it didn't. It kind of threw her off a little bit.
Right.
Kane will take a 30-second timeout. Coach Weimer, Coach Jekyll, Coach Nathan Smith are going to go through maybe offensive set here, plan to get through. Being up 22-3, Robert, certainly gives an opportunity to maybe work on some things against this 1-2-2 zone, because I imagine you're going to see it later in the season from other teams.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I think a big thing for the Lady Wolves is to continue to work that offense. The one thing that I know they struggled a little bit on earlier in the year, in my opinion, was shot selection, taking quality shots, and really has just been top-notch up to this point in this contest here against the Riamettes. Really good offense, working the ball, taking the open shots, lots of pick and rolls, lots of swinging it around the wing, down low, cutting, and keeping that ball up high, and really just solid offense for the Lady Wolves. Really early in the season, I think this may be the third Lady Wolves game I've announced, a lot of just kind of outside shots that maybe they could have got better opportunities on, so I think the Lady Wolves will be working on that here tonight.
There's a 17-footer from Tagani, no good, but Jekyll chases down the rebound, has it tipped, gets her own shot back. Ball put up by Hillman, nothing doing. Jekyll's there to pick it up, goes to Hillman. She's going to come out of there with it. We're going to have a travel called on Hillman there.
There's a lot of traffic down there.
Yeah, she had it, essentially took it like a handoff in the gut there and took off like what Georgia did on TCU last night. My goodness, what a game that was. So to be Casilio gets it across the timeline, works far side to Dunworth, and then it goes to Notariani. Comes back. Johnsonburg working the ball around, trying to get one up against this great help side defense by the Lady Wolves. Going to be knocked out of bounds by the Lady Wolves. So stayed Johnsonburg ball. I thought Lindbergh might have got that. But maybe Emma Danielson got her hand in there first. Or last, I guess.
Right.
So it'll be Brechtel to inbounds. Going to be knocked out of bounds by Danielson again on the inbounds pass. Tried to get it to Dunworth in the corner. Danielson said no.
Maya Smith re-enters. Cora Jekyll will take a seat.
Inbounds goes to Lundberg. Going to be tipped away. Comes back off of Anderson's foot, but she comes out of there with it. Give her the steal. And now to run the offense is Leah Tagani for the Lady Wolves. First time we've seen her run the point tonight. Near side to Danielson. Nice steal there by Anderson. Danielson decides to drive down, shoot it. I think it's partially blocked there by Brechtel. Steal there by Smith. She goes up and in. Give her two more. 24-3 the score. Lady Wolves with the advantage. And they're in full court lady defense, not trying to steal it, just trying to pressure the ball. Nice crossover there by Brechtel. She's going to go hard right hand. Kick off to Notariani. Notariani from the corner. No good rebound. Maya Smith. And up comes the Lady Wolves offense. Quickly
nice
up the court. Nice look by Leah Tagani. Gets it to Mia Anderson. Up and in. Give her two more. That takes her to 7 on the night. Casilio cross timeline. Has her pocket picked by Smith. Knocks it out of bounds. Johnsonburg will retain the possession.
Riley Haight comes back in. Cora Jekyll comes back in. Taking a seat with Mia Anderson and Emma Danielson.
And great job by Anderson there not to pick up her third foul, playing almost 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Shot long, rebound goes to Hillman for the Lady Wolves, and Tagani will set to run the offense. Look to go far side to Jekyll. Jekyll looks under to Haight. Kind of telegraphed it a little bit. Lindbergh almost took it.
Nice
Not enough, though.
Pass.
Nice wrap. And step through by Smith, but she's going to get called for a travel?
Yeah, travel. She just
Did you see it? I was shielded.
Handle. Yeah, she couldn't quite get the handle on that. Took the extra step. Definitely the right call by the official. 2.5 to go in the second quarter. 26-3 Lady Wolves.
These are great seats courtside, Robert, but a lot of the times, nice steal by Tagani. She's going to look to go length of the court. Hesitation, crossover, gets called for the carry.
Yeah, no doubt. We do get shielded by the officials from time to time, so good thing we have a partner that has a different angle. So.
And a lot of times it's better to have a partner with a better opinion, too, which I'm blessed with having you on the call with me tonight, Robert. Always a pleasure with my classmate here.
Back at you.
First one of the year. First one of the year. Casilio cross timeline, kicks far side. That's going to be up and no good. My goodness, that was halfway down and kicks out. That was Dunworth with the shot. She tries again. Another one halfway down. Can't get it to fall. Lindbergh can't get hers to fall. And Smith comes out with the rebound. Gets it across the timeline. Ooh, good decision there by Jekyllek to get across the timeline before she touched. I think that might have been an over and back if she didn't.
Correct. Man, talk about not being able to buy a bucket. Oh, man.
Yeah, nice cut by Haight. She's going to go off the glass. Oh, her shot's affected by Lindberg there, and she's not stepping away. Lindberg steps through, dribbles with that left hand. Hesitation, slow down, skip pass, cross the way to Notariani. Good cut there, but not good enough as Tagani steps in the passing lane, steals it. Jekyllek comes out with it, gives it to Tagani, and then back to Jekyllek. Cora across the timeline. Haight looking for that post. Smith, long 3-ball off the backboard, no good. Rebound to Lindberg, and Lady Wolves step in, challenge Lindberg, and Haight's going to get called with a foul there on the reach. Moved her arms a little faster than she moved her legs and got called for the foul there.
Believe that's her second, if I'm not mistaken. 5th team foul of the half for the Lady Wolves, second on Haight.
It'll be Kylie Ike checking in for the first time tonight, going to give Leah Tagani a break.
She's another defensive specialist. They got a lot of girls that just really play that lockdown defense.
Yeah, that junior class is strong for this Lady Wolves team. I believe there's 6 of them on the squad. So a lot to play with this year and even more next year.
Right.
Ball tipped by Smith from Casilio. Casilio gets it across the timeline. Smith, that's one she'd like to have back, as she just thought she'd get sneaky there and reached a little too far and got called for the foul.
Still a non-shooting foul. 48 seconds to go in the second quarter. Any other fouls for the Wolves will result in 1-on-1 for the Ramettes.
Lindberg has it.
Ooh, I
Off
thought
the
she switched
inbounds.
her pivot
I thought
foot
she
there.
did 2 there. No call, though. Casilio down the lane. Can't get it to go as she's fouling the play by Haley Hillman, and I believe that's going to be, is that Haley's second or third?
Haley, that is her second.
Okay.
So nobody really in foul trouble for the Lady Wolves. It's Mia Anderson with 2, Haley Hillman with 2, and Riley Haight with 2.
I believe that's Isabella Saff set to check in for the Lady Wolves as Casilio steps for the first.
Oh.
No good. Another one that was halfway down and rattled out.
Had 3 or 4 shots tonight, just not able to fall.
Isabella Saff, the sophomore, checking in, and it looks like Haley Hillman left the court for the Lady Wolves. Casilio second doesn't touch anything, so it'll be free inbounds for the Lady Wolves here. 41 ticks remain, 26-3 the score. Lady Wolves with the advantage. Smith going to get the inbounds to Jekyllek. Jekyllek, I imagine, going to hold for last shot, Robert?
I was going to say, it kind of goes against everything that you believe, but I think that's what they should do.
No way, go for it. Get it to Saff on the block there. Jekyllek drives down baseline, up and in, good. Told you, don't wait for it. Let's get 2 possessions here.
There you go.
We should have a 35-second shot clock as it is. So anyways, ball goes far side, Natariani. Gets it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman going to pass off to Brechtel. Brechtel looking to get to Lindberg. Lindberg, nothing doing there. Ball goes to Zimmerman. Gets tripped up, but no call. Notariani going to get called for a travel there. 2.9 ticks remain on the clock. Lady Wolves inbounds. I imagine Johnsonburg, I wouldn't be surprised if Johnsonburg guards the inbounds to not let Jekyllek get a free one.
Right.
2. Cross timeline, Smith up, no good. After 2 quarters of play, the score is 29-3. 28-3. Lady Wolves with the advantage. What we'll do is we'll kick it to the station, hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back here live for the wrap up of the first half and the second half of tonight's contest.
Basketball on 101.7 XCY is supported by these great sponsors. Allegheny Eye Care, providing eye exams along with additional coverage for eye and health situations in both their Kane and Smethville locations. They can be reached at 814-837-7880. Field Street Boots, 18 Field Street in Kane. A dealer for Carhartt and Timberline clothing, as well as winter footwear and sporting goods. They're on Facebook under Field Street Boots. Highlander Energy of Kane, an industrial contractor specializing in the power, petrochemical, natural gas processing, pulp, and paper industries. HighlanderEnergy.com. Kane Lumber and Fuel True Value Hardware. Building supplies, light bulbs, winter snow and ice removal products, and more. Hemlock Avenue in Kane. Rich Gas of Kane, providing a wide array of propane gas services, including delivery and installation with automatic refills and flexible payment options. Online at richgasinc.com. W.E. Swanson Insurance Agency, offering policies for vehicles, homeowners, and business insurance at 23 Fraley Street in Kane. WeSwansonAgency.com. Zook Motors, with new and pre-owned vehicles and a service and parts department. ZookMotors.net. We thank these great sponsors, as well as our friends of the Wolfpack supporters, for helping to bring Kane Wolves basketball to 1017 XZY.
WXCY LP Kane.
At home on your smart speaker, at work on your computer, or in the car on your radio. You're never far away from your music and programming on 1017 XZY.
I'm Ed Rose, and this is a special edition of Citizen Kane. Today's program, available only on 101.7 WXCY Radio, remembers Kane's driver's ed teacher, John Jubon. For more than 3 decades, John Jubon taught hundreds of Kane students to clutch the steering wheel of the driver's ed car at the prescribed 10 and 2 o'clock hand positions. With nerves of steel and the vision of a hawk, Jiggs, as he was known, would ride shotgun, patiently giving direction to new drivers. In some cases, his subjects had received proper instruction and preparation from their parents and were roadworthy upon taking the wheel. For other young drivers, not so much. The job of a driver's ed teacher was not for the faint of heart. From the 1950s through the 1970s, John Jubon took his pupils out driving during the day and taught adults after school and in the evenings. Once his new drivers had passed their classwork, as required by the state's Motor Vehicle Operator's Handbook, he prepared them for field testing by Pennsylvania state troopers. In his classes and hands-on driving exercises, John Jubon taught all the basic maneuvers: the three-point turn, parallel parking, and an emergency stop procedure, among other things. The purpose of the course was to teach students to become responsible drivers, and the curriculum resorted to scare tactics. As required by the state, he showed films of horrible crashes that depicted graphic accidents and scared his students straight. Learning to drive was serious business. For his many students who traveled countless miles with him in the car, few knew of his sports acumen, military service, and community leadership. John Jubon was just the guy in the front passenger seat who instructed and cautioned a generation of young drivers. He was solid as a rock. Born in Ludlow in 1924 as a first-generation American, his parents immigrated from Galicia in the Austro-Hungarian Empire. He was a faithful member of St. Michael's Byzantine Catholic Church in Sheffield, where he was involved in many capacities, including curator, usher, and epistle reader for many years. And he was past president of St. Michael's Cemetery Association, and he was instrumental in erecting a Veterans Memorial at St. Michael's Cemetery. John was a member of many organizations, including St. John Ukrainian Lodge No. 53, the Boy Scouts Troop 43 in Ludlow, American Legion Post 489, where he was past president and a member since 1946, VFW Post 8755, where he was a member since 1952. He was also a member, park manager, and president of Wildcat Park in Ludlow since 1942. He was formerly elected to the post of Hamilton Township Auditor and a member of the Pennsylvania Association of Retired State Employees since 1984. When John Jubon was not riding along with young drivers, he was leading civic organizations and driving results for public welfare. John Jubon's real love was athletic competition. Few knew the man who rode shotgun as an ace bowler or scratch golfer. In 1942, the Olean Times-Herald named him Class B High School Basketball Player of the Year in McKean County. And he played catcher on the Clarion State baseball team for 4 years. Perhaps his most outstanding sports achievement was as player and manager of the Ludlow Wildcats Baseball Club for 20 years. Under his direction, the famed Wildcats became the scourge of regional baseball competition, taking on and whipping all comers from surrounding states. Juban was also a member and later stewarded the storied Wildcat Park, whose more than 6 acres was purchased 20 years earlier by the Ludlow Athletic Association to be used exclusively as a baseball diamond. According to an internet post at wildcatpark.weebly.com, when the ballpark was completed in 1924 and expanded to 10 acres, the possibility of extending the acreage and of making a larger community park became readily apparent. Thus, the original baseball diamond became the nucleus of the present-day Wildcat Park. The longtime mentor of young motorists who drilled his students on the rigors of defensive driving passed away peacefully on May 31st, 2022, at the Bradford Manor at the age of 97. The mark he left on so many with his patient front seat instructions and his unwavering leadership of local civics groups and sports organizations will live on in the hearts and minds of many. Well, that's all for this week, friends. Please send your comments and story ideas to citizenkanepa.com. And thank you for listening.
WXCY.
All right, and we are back at the Wolves' Den. Lady Wolves taking on the visiting Johnsonburg Ramettes, and a halftime score of 28-3 for the Cane Lady Wolves. Pretty impressive first half and pretty evenly distributed scoring totals right down the line. It's Mia Anderson with a game-high 7, Cora Jeklek with 6, Leah Tagani with 5, Maya Smith with 4, Riley Haight with 3, and Haley Hillman with 3.
So good balanced offense there for the Lady Wolves. Every one of the starters in the scoring sheet, and Riley Haight adding in there. What you don't see on the point side of things, but do see is the blocks and rebounds that Haight has provided coming off the bench for the Lady Wolves. And a Lady Wolves squad that put up 28 points here that played the majority of that first half after Mia picked up her second foul with a less aggressive Mia Anderson. And that's something that we'll see, I imagine, at least for the start of the third quarter. We'll see that starting 5 back out there and see what kind of aggressiveness they can provide on the court against this visiting Johnsonburg squad that just hasn't been able to get much offense going.
Yeah, so, I mean, first half, Lady Wolves with 3 subs off the bench. Riley Haight, really good minutes. Kylie Ike coming in there at the end. And then Emma Danielson, kind of some shorter spurts for her. Her first game back of the season from injury. So this is the 11th game of the season, and it's her first action. So one thing I noticed that Coach Weimer did is getting Emma in often, but kind of limiting that amount of time, a minute here, a couple minutes there. And I anticipate that's just to slowly work her back into the routine. Once she's been there for 2, 3, 4 games, I'm sure she'll be playing entire quarters. But I really do like the rotations and all the hustle we're getting from the Lady Wolves, and then keeping those legs fresh. And I don't know about you, Chris, but I just don't see a huge drop-off when we go to the bench. I mean, you talk about the 8 girls that have seen the floor for the Lady Wolves. They've all been fantastic.
Yeah, Robert, I definitely have to agree with you there. And that depth is what helps you win games in late February, early March. Something that these girls have set their mindset to all off-season and season now is to get better during the season and make a run at a district title in the playoffs, but can't get there until we get done with tonight's contest. And right now to start the third quarter, Lady Wolves up. Jeklek has it, going to kick hand up to Smith. Smith kicks to Anderson. Comes back. That's going to be Tagani with it. Looks to get it into the low block. Maybe he tried to force it a little too much there into Smith and has it stolen by Lindbergh. Great start to the half by Johnsonburg. Lindbergh goes length of the court, up and in and around the outstretched arms of Mia Anderson. That's going to be the first points of the second half. Go to Johnsonburg, 28-5 the score.
Yeah, Mia trying to draw that charge on that one. Nice play by Lindbergh to avoid that.
Smith down in amongst the bodies battling. She's going to get fouled on the play. I think it's on the floor.
Definitely on the floor, yeah.
I can't even say that I've been watching too much NBA because I don't watch the NBA.
Gotta wait till playoffs. Come on.
Playoffs?
Don't talk about the playoffs.
So inbounds is Hillman. She's going to kick it whole way across court to Tagani. She goes to Anderson. Anderson going to go right down the baseline. Doesn't get the first to fall. She'll get the putback, though. Can't get it to fall. Smith's there. No problem. Gets the putback. 30-5. Lady Wolves up.
Third chance opportunity there for Kane.
Just upping board totals, Robert. That's a little mic and drill during the game.
The mic and drill. Classic.
Lindbergh has it. Kicks out. Gets to Dunworth. Dunworth thinks about going to Brechtel, but she's guarded closely by Tagani. Going to force. Nice backdoor cut there by Casilio. She's going to be fouled on the play. Steps to the line to shoot, too. That's going to go on Smith.
That's Smith. I was thinking they got Anderson on that.
Oh, no, they did get Anderson. 23 says that's going to be Anderson's third.
Yeah.
So picks up her third foul early, and that's going to be Haight going to most likely check in for Mia.
Yeah, 10-1 odds on that, that's for sure.
Shot back iron, no good. Anderson going to check out. Haight checking back in. You know, and as a coach, you can view this as a, oh, man, to Mia, or a, oh, yeah, for Riley to get these valuable minutes here in this game, really work into the role that they've wanted her to be, and so far she's risen to that occasion.
No doubt about that.
Johnsonburg stays in that high 1-2-2 press. Kane able to get through it with relative ease. Comes back to Tagani. She's going to get it to Jekulek. Jekulek guarded closely by Dunworth. Hands off to Tagani. She's going to bounce off to Smith. Smith down the lane, nothing doing. Bounce pass stolen there by Dunworth. Dunworth comes out with it. Right-hand dribble on the left side. Decides to pull up, gets it to Casilio. Down to Lindbergh. Lindbergh guarded by Haight. She kicks it out. Lady Wolves defense in full effect now in this set offense for Johnsonburg.
Oh, nice.
There's Tagani, comes out of nowhere, gets the pick, crosses over, goes up, has it knocked out of her hands. It'll stay Lady Wolves ball.
That's a great reaction from Leah. She's like, the hands in the air. I didn't touch that.
I definitely didn't touch that. It's going out of bounds. Which normally
does that make
means,
it more likely that you did?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's like an inadvertent response or involuntary response maybe. So Jekulek will have it. Going to dribble around. Look to set the offense up. She's guarded closely there by Dunworth. Not able to hand the ball off, but gets a skip pass to Tagani. She'll go down left hand. Has it blocked by Lindbergh. That's going to be only her second block of the game. And that's something that Ella provided a lot of last year to Johnsonburg's squad. Was not only her offense, but her ability to block shots. And there she is, goes coast to coast. Lindbergh with all 8 for Johnsonburg tonight.
The Mayflower, as you will, right? You with me on that?
I'm not following that rationale, but I'll let it ride.
Mayflower, coast to coast.
I see. I was following more of a Lindbergh name.
Okay. Something about furniture maybe next time. I don't know.
Maybe they could kick us some money. We'll talk about them more.
Okay.
So ball comes near side now. Smith has it. Kicks far side. Smith going to come out with the ball. I've got a great screen here. By the
nice.
Nice backdoor cut, but Haley Hillman cannot get it to finish. She chases down the rebound, though. Comes back to Tagani. She's going to go, little up under right hand hook shot. No good. Rebound long to Casilio. Fouled on the play by Hillman.
It's like turned into and one mixtape.
That was a little bit.
Holy cow.
Hillman tried that wrap under shot like she's 6'2". Unfortunately, she's not. Can't find the bottom of the bucket there.
So 3 minutes into the third quarter, it's Kane 30, Johnsonburg 8, and Johnsonburg resumes play. Here we go.
Bella Saff checks in for the Lady Wolves. Checking out is going to be Hillman with 3 fouls. Across the timeline gets Casilio. Bounce pass near side. That's going to go to Brechtel. Brechtel looks underneath. I'm sorry, Brechtel gets it in the corner. That was Dunworth that had it passed off to Brechtel. Shot, rebound, blocked by Haight. Goes back to Haight. Out to Jekulek, and Lady Wolves looking to run the court again. A little stagnant offensively for the Lady Wolves, but sometimes it's hard to come out when you're up, what were they up? 25 points
It was,
to start the half?
Yeah, 28-3 at halftime.
Not that we ever experienced a lead of that big coming out of the half, but I can imagine.
We've been down by that much.
Yeah, several times.
Right.
Smith has it, guarded closely by Brechtel.
Nice
and she goes
drive.
right down right side, right down the alley from the high slot, right down in, scores it up and off the glass.
Yeah, just great ball control there by Maya. A lot of traffic, too.
That's something that I'd like to see Maya do more of, is just attack the basket.
Sure.
She's strong and athletic and has the ability to do that more. She's going to get the rebound there. Going to get it off to Jekyllek, and the Lady Wolves up 32-8 here with 3:30 remaining in the third quarter. Looking to maybe settle it down. Handoff offense here. There goes
nice
Smith.
dime.
Nice bounce pass to Saf. Saf's in the score sheet now. Give her 2. Bella Saf had a great JV game.
Unselfish play there by Smith. Beautiful bounce pass.
Tagani, quick hands there, almost gets the steal on Brechtel. Ball bounce pass off Casilio, almost goes out of bounds, but she saves it. She's going to be guarded by Smith, but not close enough to force a 5-second call. Ball goes far side to Lindbergh. Long shot attempt there by Brechtel, no good.
Nice save.
Chased down by Tagani on the rebound. Jekyllek up to advance. She's going to pull it out, look to set the offense. Which I think the offense for the Lady Wolves is more transitional, Robert. They really want to just get out, run, and gun, and I think they're better going that way.
Yeah.
Errant pass up ahead, knocked out of bounds by Smith. It'll stay Johnsonburg ball.
Yeah, it's definitely
Oh, no,
track
just
meet
kidding. It
style.
was knocked out of bounds. I guess it went off of Dunworth last, so it'll be Lady Wolves ball.
Danielson checks back in for the Lady Wolves.
Leaving the court is Smith, and for Johnsonburg, think we had 2 subs go out. Brechtel and Dunworth both maybe left the court.
I believe you're correct on that.
Hard to
Chris.
keep track there. With their numbers are smaller on their jerseys. Kind of harder to see on the backs.
Right.
Nice high pick there by Danielson. Allows
Oh,
Jekyllek to go right
nice.
down right side. Nothing doing. Put back, though, by Haight. Up and good. Give Riley 2 more. Inbounds pass going to be knocked away. And I think Emma touched it, Danielson, before it went out of bounds. So it'll be Johnsonburg ball. Taking it out at the right side in front of their bench.
Great seal down low by Saf on that previous play. Solid minutes for her off the bench for the Lady Wolves.
Inbounds to Lindbergh. Going to be about 18 feet, not where she wants to be. Ball stolen. Tagani up the court. There's no Grunther from the backside, knocks it out of bounds. Slows down that fast break offense that the Lady Wolves had going.
Yep, definitely good transition defense there by the Ramettes.
Nice inbounds.
Nice.
Danielson to Jekyllek, up and in, good. 38-8 the score here in the third quarter with just under 2 minutes remaining. Lady Wolves very much in control. Looks like Kylie Egg's going to check in for Lady Wolves. Next dead ball, Natariani, long 2-ball, no good. Ball going to be knocked out of bounds there by Dunworth. Guarded closely by Danielson. It'll stay Lady Wolves, or it'll be Lady Wolves ball there, though, on the turnover.
Looks like we got a line change coming.
And a
here,
wholesale change for Johnsonburg. Imagine Coach Weimer will follow it up with some subs here.
Chris. Right. Yeah, so Freeman getting her first minute. She got a lot of JV time for Johnsonburg. And Lady Wolves ball. Here we go.
Danielson going to run the point for the Lady Wolves. Ike and Hillman back in with Saf and Haight on the floor with her. Ike going to be bodied hard there by Casilio, and that'll be a foul. Lady Wolves up 30 here in the third. That'll get the clock running.
Right. Yep. I think the only time it stopped, if I'm not mistaken, is free throws.
Yeah, I believe so.
And that's even debatable. A couple times it even kept running during those. It might have been a mistake, but
Yeah, free throws and techs, I believe, stop it.
okay.
Hillman has it, kicks out to Danielson. Nice welcome back game for Danielson so far. Nice look there by
yes.
Hillman. Just a little too much mustard on that pass as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah.
Danielson just can't really grab it, or she doesn't like mustard, one or the other.
Yeah. It'll take a little while to develop that chemistry. You know, Danielson back in the lineup. Takes one more step, it's a lay-in. So
Yeah, for sure, and that's something you can practice all you want, but until you hit that game speed, it's a lot different.
exactly.
Casilio has it, passes off to Freeman. Freeman going to get called for the double dribble there.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. It is the Lady Wolves 38, the Ramettes 8. We'd like to thank our friends of the Wolfpack, Ron and Karen Cardy, Jim and Jenny Coppersmith, Tyler and Katie Smith and family, Rita Graville, Joe and Allie Sacklin, Larry and Peg Anderson, Linda and Keith Riegel, Laura and Tom Rich, Craig and Deb Wenzel, McCain Day School, Steve and Marcy Bezak, Patty, Scott, and Heather Buell, Rick and Carrie Zampona, Basil and Francine and Brogno, and a special thanks for the generous donation to John and Christy Darm. We would like to thank all of our friends of the Wolfpack. To get your name on the list, drop off your $10 donation at the Photo and Sound Shop, or you can also donate via PayPal at WXCYradio.com. Without your support, we would not be able to bring these games to you, the listener. Speaking of listener, man, this is that drum line is overpowering. They're awesome.
They really are.
Jeez, oh man.
I wasn't even listening to what you were saying. I know that the Friends of the Wolfpack are pivotal and vital to the running of our operation, but man, oh man, did I get kind of into a trance there with that drum line. Great job to Mr. Sobieski, Henry Sobieski, on the direction of that squad, as it'll be, that's Freeman that has the ball, almost has it stolen there by Saf. Saf trying to get it, can't do it though. It'll come back out. It's going to be Zimmerman now. Freshman Gianna Zimmerman gets set to run the point. Kicks far side to Gruntener. She's got a shot blocked by Haight, and out of there comes Saf with it. Looks to pull, or decides to pull out, get the ball to Danielson, and Danielson will run the point for the Lady Wolves. Danielson pass and pick. Gets to Ike. Ike from 15, no good, but she's going to chase her own shot down. That's how you follow your shot. If you're watching at home and you want to get good at basketball, that's one of the best things you can do is follow your own shot.
Yeah.
So Ike will dribble around, looks to pass off, gets it to Danielson. Danielson can go hard right hand, pulls up from 12, looks to bounce it into Haight, nothing doing, but makes its way to Ike. Ike back out to Danielson. Lady Wolves going to set to run the offense again.
Good possession here for the Lady Wolves. Patient offense.
Hillman down the lane and fouled by Freeman. Boy, if Hillman has a glimmer of sunlight, she's going to attack it hard.
Yeah.
And great job there going to the rim. Doesn't get the basket to fall, but she'll step to the line to shoot two more.
Short on the first
Hillman
one.
short on the first one, chuckling about it.
There's a lot of smiling out on the court.
And rattles around the second one, but there's Saf with the rebound. The putback can't get it to fall, and it'll make its way out to Brechtel, and she'll look to get the ball up the court and advance it for Johnsonburg. We're going to have a block call there on Ike, and two more subs for the Lady Wolves. Check that. One more sub.
Be Haley Schaefer looking to check in first minutes of the contest for the sophomore.
And Ariana Graville got up excitedly and then sat down even more excitedly. I think coach said, hey, you, and nobody was they were unsure of who you was.
Right.
Though Graville will come in and get minutes tonight, I guarantee it, as she was another one with a great JV game earlier. On the inbounds there,
it's gonna be going down.
That was Brechtel that inbounds it and tried to get it off the bounce, but didn't establish herself inbounds yet. So she'll get called for the turnover. She was still out of bounds when she touched the ball there. Danielson turns her back, passes far side to Schaefer. Schaefer, runner in the lane just like her dad does at the Armory. Can't get it to fall. Ball comes out to Saf. And back out to Danielson. She'll work the right side, crossover left side. Ike has it, dribbles hard right, looks under. Oh, missed Haight there, but gets a nice. That's an entry pass, Robert.
Yeah, that.
Saf comes out, gets the jump ball called.
Yeah, I mean, putting that up high for Riley, I mean, not a bad play. You know, a lot of traffic down there, but that worked out.
And it was an intended pass. It was a high entry pass. If you have a bad angle, or I'm not sure what the camera shows you at home. It wasn't a missed shot. It was just a high entry pass right to Haight, and Haight used her height to go up and get it.
Right.
Just couldn't get the bucket to fall. It'll be a turnover on the Lady Wolves. And Johnsonburg back with it here. 38-8 the score with 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. It's going to be Casilio,
drive.
hard left hand. She's going to be pushed there on the arm by, I think that's Ike. It's going to get called
Yeah, I
for.
believe it was Kylie. If it is, that's her second, Chris.
And again, nothing hurt for the Lady Wolves foul-wise. 15-footer, no good by Lindbergh. Ball goes on the floor. Coming out of there is Johnsonburg with it and Brechtel. Brechtel hesitation, decides not. Casilio, 3-ball on the way. Front iron, no good. She traces down her rebound, though. Gets it to Lindbergh. Lindbergh, 10-footer, no good. Baseline. Rebound goes to Meyer. She's going to be fouled on the play by Saf.
Good possession there for the Ramettes. Three chances. And on that previous play, they did get Graville on the foul for that one.
Oh, okay, they did get Graville there.
Yeah.
Got right in and made her presence known then.
Right.
First shot's very true for the shooter, who I believe is Myers.
Myers, correct.
Second one going to be front iron, rattles around, no good. Haight comes out of there with the rebound, gets it to Graville. Graville quickly gets it to Saf. Saf to Ike. Ike has her pocket picked there by Lindbergh.
Nice play.
Lindbergh saw that happen the whole way and just waited for the opportune moment and stole it. Ball goes to Myers. Kicks out to Brechtel. Brechtel, 12-footer, no good. And there's Haight with another rebound. Schaefer, slow up the court. Almost has it knocked away by Lindbergh to Haight. Haight turns around and look, opens. That's going to be Schaefer up. No good on the shot. It was partially blocked there by Dunworth, and we'll have a foul called.
I think on Schaefer.
On Schaefer, yep.
Reach in. Sixth team foul of the half for the Lady Wolves. First on Schaefer. Great game by Riley Haight.
Yeah, she's going to leave the court, and Danielson steps back in for her. Ike has the ball, knocks it out of bounds off of Casilio's pass.
Another line change, Chris, for the Ramettes.
Well, I saw the Penguin just battled back from 3 down, so kind of in on the line change right now. My kids are both becoming hockey players.
Did they win?
The Pens?
Yeah.
Game's still going on.
Okay.
Given how they've played, though, they'll find a way to lose it down the stretch or in overtime. Gonna have a timeout called on Johnsonburg's coach before the tie-up.
Yeah, for sure.
And an opportune moment for the Johnsonburg coaching staff to keep coaching through this, get the younger girls an opportunity, which, looking at their roster, they have 2 seniors starting, and then the rest are relatively underclassmen. 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and the rest are underclassmen. So, you know, a lot to work with and a lot to grow and gain here for this Johnsonburg squad.
Yeah, no doubt about it. For the Lady Wolves, we have Emma Danielson, Haley Schaefer, Isabella Saff, Ariana Graville, and Kylie Ike in the lineup. So really good opportunity for some of the Lady Wolves, either coming back from injury or a couple of the girls that get a lot of JV minutes or coming off the bench to get some solid varsity action here. Final 3 minutes of the contest.
So inbounding, it will be Notoriani. She tries to go cross court, but Ike's there to steal it. Oh, over and back there on Casilio.
Yep. Yeah, her momentum just took her into the backcourt. There's not much you're going to be able to do on that one.
No, unless you can stop on a dime like Barry Sanders used to, you're not going to be able to control that.
Just watching some highlights on him. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Nice give and go there. Schaefer can't corral the pass, though. Comes out to Graville. Graville thinks about it, decides not to. Schaefer will pop the 12-footer from the baseline. No good. Rebound then goes to Zimmerman with 2:15 remaining. 38-9 the score. Lady Wolves with the advantage. That's going to be Casilio, dribbles around, looks to put a shot up, nothing doing there. Saff comes out with the rebound. Nice strong rebound by Saff there. She rips it away from the Ramette defender, and Schaefer will look to set the offense.
Nice
Read
steal.
the pass there was Notariani. She's going to look to go length of the court. Ike gets back quickly, challenges the shot just enough to not draw a foul, but affect it. So give her almost a steal there, and it'll be Kane back on the attack. Danielson with the bounce pass. Dangerous there, something that she's probably just hasn't seen the game speed so far, and that's probably why Coach Weimer has her in still.
Greville
get that
with the
game speed
rebound.
back, works up the court to Danielson. Danielson going to go up and
Yeah,
in,
all right.
and that'll be her first points of the season, making the crowd very excited. Her parents also very excited. See them both up there in the stands.
The first two of hopefully many more.
Going to have an out-of-bounds call, as that was Zimmerman that dribbled to the corner and stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Turnover, Johnsonburg.
The great part about that bucket for Emma, first of the season, senior, coming back from injury, and just the setup of that. She got that ball right around the three-point line, so a lot of build-up as she went in for that beautiful left-hand layup.
Yeah, sometimes those are actually the hardest
Yeah, I
layups to
know.
make, all by yourself, no one around, everybody watching.
Right.
Greville has it far corner, just under 45 ticks remain. Eichel dribbled down left hand. Good ball control there. Errant pass, though, going to be stolen by Zimmerman. Sapp going to work to get back, and Zimmerman loses the dribble off her foot. Lady Wolves will set to take the ball out as the clock winds down. Under 30 seconds remain. Imagine we'll go last possession here. Credit to Johnsonburg working that full court lady-to-lady defense here. Schaefer going to go right, kicks out to Greville. Greville, long three ball!
Almost went
no
glass.
good. Banks aren't open this late.
No.
Say to the basketball gods. Nice crossover there by Casilio, top of the key.
Wow,
Up and
bucket.
in
That's
and one.
nice.
Greville will get the foul. I don't think we will get the shot with 3 ticks remaining. They stop the clock.
Tough shot there for Casilio on that breakaway. High
Yeah,
arcing
nothing-
shot, bucket and the foul, old-fashioned three-point opportunity.
And really nothing Greville could do there differently outside of try to affect the shot. Unfortunately, the shot goes in for Casilio. Rebound, though, long, makes its way to Freeman. No, that's going to be Schaefer that comes out of there with it. And after 4 quarters, your Lady Wolves win 40-11 over the visiting Johnsonburg Ramettes, dropping Johnsonburg to 5-8 on the season and improving Caden at the halfway point to 7-4.
And with that, stick around for some post-game comments and stats, but we'll kick it back to the station momentarily.
Kane Wolves basketball on 101.7 XCY is supported by these great sponsors. Allegheny Eye Care, providing eye exams along with additional coverage for eye and health situations in both of their Kane and Smethville locations. They can be reached at 814-837-7880. Field Street Boots, 18 Field Street in Kane, a dealer for combat and timberline clothing, as well as winter footwear and sporting goods. They're on Facebook under Field Street Boots. Highlander Energy of Kane, an industrial contractor specializing in the power, petrochemical, natural gas processing, pulp, and paper industries. HighlanderEnergy.com. Kane Lumber and Fuel, True Value Hardware, building supplies, light bulbs, winter snow and ice removal products, and more. Hemlock Avenue in Kane. Rich Gas of Kane, providing a wide array of propane gas services, including delivery and installation, with automatic refills and flexible payment options. Online at richgasinc.com. W.E. Swanson Insurance Agency, offering policies for vehicles, homeowners, and business insurance at 23 Fraley Street in Kane. WeSwansonAgency.com. Zook Motors, with new and pre-owned vehicles and a service and parts department. ZookMotors.net. We thank these great sponsors, as well as our friends of the Wolfpack supporters, for helping to bring Kane Wolves basketball to 101.7 XCY. WXCY-LP Kane.
Okay, and we are back at the Wolves Den to wrap things up from this evening's contest. It was the Kane Lady Wolves victorious in the game, 40-11 decisive victory, and we'll get you some stats here. Leading the way with a game-high 8 points, Cora Jekluk with 8, Ann Maya Smith with 8, Mia Anderson with 7, Riley Haight with 5, Leah Tagani with 5, Haley Hillman with 3, Isabella Saff with 2, Emma Danielson with 2, and for the visitors, good game tonight from Ella Lindberg, 7 points, 6 rebounds, Marie Casilio with 3 points, Emma Myers with 1 point, and Lady Wolves, as you just mentioned, Chris, improving to 7-4. So really good stuff here at the Wolves Den tonight, and exciting game. good atmosphere with the drum line, cheerleaders, the whole 9 yards, and really Lady Wolves in control from start to finish.
Yeah, Robert, great effort. The 5 starters that came on certainly took advantage early and often, built a great lead, and then allowed Coach Weimer and staff to insert the younger players, get them a lot of varsity minutes here tonight. And it was great to welcome back Emma Danielson to the basketball court. As in Game 11, it was her first game at the halfway point. First game back this season. Nice to have her back and on the court, and that's only going to provide more depth for the Lady Wolves moving forward. Something that they want to do is have that depth traveling down the stretch as we set to close out the season and bring on the playoffs, which is always the goal for this talented Lady Wolves squad.
Yeah, lots of potential. The ceiling's the limit for them. And as you mentioned, going into the bench and being able to have that depth and players that are capable of coming on and performing. For example, me Anderson getting those couple fouls early in the first quarter, whether that was Riley Haight coming in or, with the rotations, really just no drop off there from the Lady Wolves. So that's so big for them. And then improving to 7-4 with the JV team at 9-2. Really good stuff from the Lady Wolves here in the first half of the season. As Chris mentioned earlier, really the midway point. I know at this point last year it's like, hey, if we can win this game, we can get this one. We can try to approach 500. So really nice to see the Lady Wolves able to go 3 games over 500. Best point of the season they've had so far, and hopefully they just keep progressing from here. Their next contest, unless there's an away game that I'm not aware of, will actually be back here on Friday night against DCC, a solid DCC team. I'll be announcing that one with Chris Nicholas. So believe that's their next game if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Robert, I believe you're right. Looking at their schedule, that was the next one on the contest. I think that's going to be a good telltale sign of where they are on the season. They've won the games they should. They've lost the games that you don't say should, but are believable losses. And early on, a couple of those losses, like I said, pregame, they just weren't quite healthy yet and ready for them. So look to make the turn here at the halfway mark and just do big things moving forward. Just one note here, looking at the roster for the Lady Wolves, they're a legitimate 8-deep squad, which in high school basketball you don't see a lot of. Right. Boys, girls, whether they're a single-A squad or a 6A squad in Pennsylvania, having the ability to go 6 or 8 deep is absolutely beneficial and only going to pay dividends going down the stretch. So, again, great credit to Coach Weimer and staff to develop what they have here in Kane. And really it goes back to Kane legend Dave Keel and what he started here so many years ago, and Coach Weimer able to step in and just continue to build off of that. But I think that does it for tonight, Robert.
Yeah, just a couple quick shout-outs. It was officials night tonight. I think you would wrote those down. Do you want to name them?
Yeah, big shout-out to the living legend, Bud Brennan, Rich Quiggle, and Mike Zilkowski. Appreciate all they do. If you're looking to get into officiating, it's not hard. PIAA.org. Get online. There's links all over the place. And there's a lot of change and stuff going forward. Doesn't matter the age. They have a junior program going on right now, so always a great way to give back to your community and make a couple dollars here and there.
Yeah, and a shout out to Joe back at the station, John Carnivali behind us, working all the equipment. Appreciate those guys making it happen.
And Jim Graville for stopping up, checking on us pregame. Had to get to an important fire department meeting tonight. So again, thanks to all that do this for us. For Robert Mosier, I'm Chris Barber. Thanks for listening and watching in, folks. Enjoy this nice seasonably cold